Let's cover a few basic concepts that will make the opening of the game, called fuseki in Japanese, a bit easier. To begin, remember that the object of the game is to settle more territory than your partner. Notice that each of these 3 positions surrounds 9 points. While the center requires 12 stones, the corner only requires half of that. So it becomes easy to see that the corners are the easiest territory to claim, and that the sides are only a little more difficult. Because of this, we typically begin a game by placing stones in the corner, and then later along the sides. There are 5 common points that players use to claim the corner. The 4-4 point, called the star point, offers quick influence and development of your stones, but doesn't secure the corner well. The 3-3 point definitely secures the corner, but is a bit flat-footed and lacks influence toward the center of the board. The 3-4 point secures a bit of the corner and develops strength along the side. This is one of the most common opening stones in Go today. The 5-3 point offers the corner to your partner and builds a bit of structure along the edge. And the 5-4 point gives up on the corner in exchange for quick influence toward the center and edge. Another good strategy is to fortify your corners with a second stone, which we call a corner enclosure, shimari in Japanese. There are 3 common corner enclosures worth looking at as beginners, each developing from the 3-4 point. The small knight's corner enclosure builds a strong wall around your corner, but doesn't develop much toward the center of the board. The large knight's corner enclosure doesn't secure the corner as tightly as the other, but does lend a bit of strength toward the side. And the 1-point corner enclosure may allow our partner to take a piece of our corner later, but develops even more influence toward the outside than the first 2 enclosures. In general, it's a better strategy to spread our stones out across the board than to concentrate them into one area. As you'll see, both black and white have placed 8 stones, and one of them has staked out much more territory than the other. Usually, the opening of the game is considered finished when the first head-to-head contact occurs between the partners. This vying for position can be understood more by looking at well-studied sequences, called joseki in Japanese. This will give you a sense of the exchange that occurs as players decide on the shape of their future territory. There is no right or wrong decision, and each game will develop differently. Already we can see that our choices during the opening game will have a strong influence over our play later. It's fun to choose movements that express our personality and ideas about strategy. The more expression and creativity that we can add to our Go, the greater our enjoyment and satisfaction. Thanks so much for watching our videos. Please post helpful comments, further instruction, and links to share this wonderful game with the world. And have fun!